Welcome to DC. You know where you're at the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act? Oh, you gon' be right back. Well, we gon' be right here. We gon' be right here. You know where you're at the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act? Oh, you gon' be right back. Well, we gon' be right here. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break it down. The G-O, the M-A, and B-O. See though, we've been pumping crank since an embryo. Really though, it's the city where the people hold the power. And you can see 9 dimes every half an hour. Well, Luncheon and Joe is the lingo. And brothers rob, so ain't nobody rocking mink coats. Take you back to the madness had for how the city renamed cigarettes jacks or how even the mayor had a running with crack. But we all kept it real and we voted them back. But we got no stars that spit on bars like BET wasn't birthed in our backyard. So our NEG, our essence in our backyard. And junkyard got us all going hard. You know where you're at the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act? Oh, you gon' be right back. Well, we gon' be right here. We gon' be right here. You know where you're at the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act? Oh, you gon' be right back. Well, we gon' be right here. We gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. I'm from the city to district.
What it do, what it do, what it do. Back with another episode of D Free Sports Talk. And I got a real topic I need to talk about that I just saw a couple of weeks ago, actually. I saw it last week. It finally was announced on Tuesday, on Wednesday. What's going on, B3? It was
What's good, Free?
it was finally announced on Wednesday. I'm sorry, yeah, Wednesday it was announced. Um, we see that ESPN and the NFL has merged together. Um, I it, it I'm a little shocked because we saw NFL was floating around. They was on YouTube. They was on Netflix. They was on Amazon, NBC, and things like that. But they just struck a deal with the ESPN, and the deal is potentially worth 2 to 3 billions of dollars. Um, and I saw that NFL will have 10% equity of ESPN. B3, how you feel about it?
I mean, to be honest with you, it's Disney in conjunction with ESPN, of course. And what you're saying is the NFL they got ownership of ESPN or
Yes.
vice versa. Okay, so mm, that's
Yeah.
interesting. So they paid them and they giving them a stake. See, that's what I'm saying. ESPN needs that content. I think that just goes to show you that football is the #1 sport in America still. And it will be moving forward, even with all the rule changes, all the injuries and things of that nature. People are still investing in football, and people still, and especially with the NIL deals, people definitely want their kids playing football. Because I mean, you got all these great coaches, Nick Sabans of the world and Deion Sanders of the world, are building these guys up. So, I mean, it just makes sense, man. It's big business. I'm just being honest. So did they say specifically? I know they purchased the red zone.
Yes.
Now, are we still gonna have our CBS, Fox, Sunday games and things of that nature, and then ESPN? Or because I know
Yeah.
ESPN just did Thursday nights, Sunday nights.
Yeah.
So I want to
So
know
I,
what they
I
what they
have
purchased.
I have the actual deal right here in front of me. So basically the ESPN would get 7 more games on top of what they already do. They would get 7 more games. You still will have uh NBC and Fox. They still will get their games that they do on regular TV. Um, but this is the deal. So ESPN has purchased the NFL Network, Red Zone, and the NFL Fantasy, which also will merge with ESPN Fantasy. Um, in exchange, the NFL will receive 10% equity stake in ESPN. The NFL will also license content and properties to ESPN for use on the equity access and other platforms. The deal is significantly enhance ESPN content offering, particularly with the NFL network becoming a part of direct to customer service. The NFL benefit from the deal by reducing broadcasting costs and expanding its reach throughout the ESPN platform. The merge of the fantasy football NFL fantasy football, ESPN fantasy football will merge into a single fantasy football platform. The Red Zone, while ESPN will own broadcasting rights to Red Zone, including the trademark, the NFL will continue to operate and produce the channel. Let's see what else they have potentially, and that's pretty much it. So it's not going to go away from the other platforms that it's already on. It just ESPN is now the owner of the NFL platform, but it still will be on other platforms. So NFL would get $2 to $3 billion in this deal, but also the ESPN would potentially make more money because of all of the platforms that is now controlling. Far as the NFL Network, the Red Zone, um,
So they
and
probably. What about the NFL Sunday Ticket? I
that's
wonder if that's included.
that's probably going to be included. It's probably going to be included into the NFL, into the ESPN, um,
Yeah,
uh, uh,
yeah.
um, ESPN streaming. So basically, what they're saying is
Hmm.
now ESPN, you don't need cable to get ESPN. It will be 100% streaming now, so you won't need cable. It's going to come down to where ESPN, you all you have to do is just go and sign up for ESPN. You know how at first when
Yep.
you were getting the streaming platform, it will ask you what cable connection are you with. Now you don't need that at all. It will be solely 100% streaming. Now the only thing that I don't
I think
like
that's
about
good. I think that's good for the NFL.
how you said what?
My bad for y'all. I was breaking up a little bit. I said I believe it's good for the NFL.
Oh yeah, I hear you cracking a little bit. But the only thing that I don't like about it, I mean, it's still like I said, it's still gonna be there for everybody. But the thing that I don't like about it is the fact that the red zone, they're gonna now have commercials on the red zone and ads. Like the red zone was there so you can be able to see all of the touchdowns whenever they get to the or see the plays in the red zone when the team make it to the red zone. It wasn't no commercials involved, but now they're going to be adding commercials to the situation, which I don't think that that's going to be a good thing. I think that's going to be it's going to take away from what people was looking for in the red zone. But I think overall it's a good look for the NFL. It just makes NFL that much bigger because NFL was on ESPN, but it wasn't to this level where ESPN now controls everything, the NFL network and the red zone and things like that. Um Now the 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 fantasy football, that's going to be a little new because I'm used to having teams on NFL Network, and then I would get some teams on ESPN, fantasy football. So now all that's going to be merged to one. So there will be one platform where you will have your fantasy football. So I mean, you still will have Yahoo uh, fantasy football, and it's another one. I think CBS Sports got a fantasy football as well. But the two major platforms was ESPN and NFL Network. So now that's all going to be set up for one. So I mean, that's going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done anything outside of ESPN fantasy in a while, but yeah, when I first started, it was definitely
Yeah, yeah.
I think
I haven't done anything with that neither.
now salute to everybody in the chat. I think Mike came in. Appreciate you. Now let me say this free. I think it's a good thing is but like you saying with the commercials on the red zone, I'm not gonna like that. Uh because I mean I really don't like commercials at all. But I feel like
Right.
I'm pretty sure what they'll probably do is like how Netflix have it. If you pay a premium price, you can avoid, certain commercials or certain ads.
Now, what I do know, I mean, maybe YouTube got it where you could pay and it'll skip over the ads and things like that. Maybe they might have something like that. But what I did see is the NFL, I mean the ESPN streaming platform, the it's going to go up. It's going to be $30. So you will pay $30 for the ESPN app, and then you will have access to all of the platform. What's going on, Quick? You will have all access to all of ESPN's things. So it's all of the fights, all of the basketball games that they put on ESPN, all of the baseball, whatever they put on ESPN, you will have access to all of that because they like I said, their platform, their streaming is going to go up to $30, but also
Uh, salute to
on
the
that stream. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say salute to the queen quickly. I was just gonna say free. I just canceled my ESPN because they left boxing. You know what I'm saying? The last boxing event on ESPN, I pretty much was done with them after that. So now I gotta see what this package is going to involve. But like you're saying, it's going. You said it's going up to $30.
Yeah, it's going up to $30, but you will have the NFL Network and you will have the Red Zone on there as well. So all of that, everything dealing with ESPN will be on that platform. Like I said, you won't need a cable network to get the ESPN platform or streaming. You won't need a cable network. So it's not going to ask you, are you connected to Comcast or Cablevision or or YouTube or Verizon. Is not going to ask for none of that. You just going to sign up for the ESPN app and you will get all of that.
Nah, that's gonna be good. I think that's gonna be a good thing. Hopefully, it includes. I'm sure it's gonna include all of the stuff like UFC fights and everything. So that's gonna be good. I mean, now that like it's a little pricey, but I mean that's gonna come with it. That's the look. So now we're gonna have the Zone and ESPN competing for our dollars. Uh, wow.
Well, I mean, now is I would say because they talk about the NFL on ESPN already, especially when NFL comes around because NFL it takes over all of the sporting networks. When ESPN, I mean when NFL comes in, unless it's a sporting network that only deals with like baseball or basketball or soccer, whatever have you. But when you're talking about like ESPN, whatever is in season at that time, ESPN usually have majority of their focus on that sport. So basketball is going to be going on during the same time the NFL is going on. So the basketball is going to take a back seat to the NFL now that NFL has equity in ESPN. I don't because what they said was Disney. They changed the states now. Now Disney gonna go from having 80% equity to having 72% equity. Hertz is going to continue with their I think they got 12% equity. I think they got somewhere around 12% equity. Oh no, 18%. I'm sorry, they're going to have 18% equity. Uh Disney going to have 72, Hertz is going to have 18%, and the NFL will have 10%. So that will make up the 100% equity for ESPN. What's going on, PGH? So now, like I said, it with that ESPN app, you're now going to have. I think they said it's 47,000 events throughout the year. So every year they have 47,000 events. So you will have access to every event that's going on from ESPN aspect. So whatever is going on ESPN, if you get the app, and this starts August 21st. This starts August 21st of this year. If you get the ESPN app, you will have access to everything come August 21st. All of the NFL channels and everything like that. So you won't need cable for in the NFL network or anything like that. It's going to be on ESPN.
Yeah, that's fire, man.
What's going on, Southern
Yeah,
T?
salute to Southern T. I'm excited, man, for this upcoming season too. Like the NFL is booming. They got the young guys, uh, kind of pushing the sport still. Um, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And don't we got games today, free?
Yeah, there is some preseason games that's being played today. I'm trying to see what game. Let me see who's playing today.
If I'm not
Uh,
mistaken, I believe the first game was the Colts versus the Ravens.
yeah, that was you talking about today?
Either today or tomorrow, but I believe it's today.
I know tomorrow Washington plays tomorrow against New England.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, but I believe that yeah, there is some games today because last week was the Hall of Fame game. The Lions versus who do they?
Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers. So yeah, today at 7 o'clock we got the Colts versus the Ravens. We got the Bengals versus the Eagles at 7:30. We got the Raiders versus Seattle at 10. The Raiders versus Seattle at 10. And then tomorrow is the Browns versus the Panthers at 7. The Lions versus the Falcons at 7. Washington versus the Patriots at 7:30. The Giants and Bills at 1 on Saturday. The Texans versus Vikings at 4 on Saturday. The Steelers versus the Jaguars at 7 on Saturday. The Cowboys versus the Rams at 7 on Saturday. The Titans versus the Buccaneers at 7:30 Saturday. Green Bay versus the Jets at 8. The Chiefs versus the Cardinals at 8. The Broncos versus the 49ers at 8:30. The Dolphins versus the Bears at 1 o'clock Sunday. And the Saints versus the Chargers at 4:05 Sunday. So yeah, everything kicks off in about 10 minutes, like T said. Baltimore versus the Colts kicks off in about 10 minutes. So T, how you feel about the NFL merging with ESPN, Southern T? Because I know you're a big NFL guy, the same way I am, same way B3 is. I mean, I put the link in the chat, T, if you want to come up. Um, but yeah. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a interesting move. I think overall, I think the NFL would benefit from it, and I think ESPN would definitely benefit from it because a lot of people was wondering what's going to happen next now that Top Rank is not on ESPN. Who's going to fill that void? And then, well, we found out it's the NFL. They're gonna fill that void. The NFL decided to swoop in and strike a deal for about $3 billion. So I mean,
Great move.
yeah, because I don't think Top Rank was getting no $3 billion for their platform on ESPN.
Not a chance unless they were selling all the company.
Yeah,
Um, but they do got a rich history and they got a catalog too. Top Rank definitely got some definitely worth a bag. But I think Matchroom they pegged Matchroom as the top ranked what the highest ranked company right now as far as Forbes goes.
yeah. I'm trying to see. Let me see where this game is going to be posted at. I mean, this is going to be shown on. I want to see where they're going to show this game at. Let me go to the NFL. So I want the NFL network now. When you go to NFL.com, it's going to have a logo of ESPN up there. I'm assuming.
Wow, man.
I'm assuming it's going to have a logo of ESPN because at first, remember, they had down at the bottom, they had the NBC logo with the NFL. So I'm
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's going to change to the NFL to the ESPN logo.
they're gonna have a lot of football content now going through ESPN because I know they got the Pat McAfee and
Oh, that's
uh
on. So the game is going to be on NFL Network.
okay, the Colts Ravens.
Yeah, the Colts Ravens going to be on the NFL Network. So if you want to watch it, it says with NFL Plus Premium, get access to the local and primetime games on your mobile NFL Red Zone network, and games replays and more. So yeah, it's going to be on the NFL mobile app. So if you got the NFL mobile app, which I got it, you'll be able to watch that.
I'm gonna be
Some
honest. I'm expecting Anthony Richardson to try to make a statement. I think Daniel Jones is also playing as well. So uh, this is going. This is. I think they're gonna try to put on a show versus the Ravens today.
Yeah, I got matter of fact. Let me turn this down because it's playing in the background. But I just turned it on, so yeah, they warming up on the field right now. So this is it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good look. Um, I want to know because they're gonna have. I'm ready for football season. It took a long enough. Yeah, everybody when football season comes in, everybody is anxious. It's like football takes over everything. Nobody cares about too much of anything going on outside of football when football season comes up. And that's how I'm always. I mean, like I said, football has always been my first love. Yeah, I love boxing, I love basketball, but NFL takes over everything. I'm a football guy at heart. I play football. I watch football my entire career. I know more about football than I do anything else. I know a lot about boxing. I know a lot about the NBA, but nowhere to the level of how I watch football. College football is coming too. Yep. Um, I was waiting for Dub to get up here because we were supposed to be talking about some college games. Who's your favorite college team, B3, or do you watch college football?
So let me say this now.
Speaking
My
of Dub, there
college.
you go.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Our brother Deb. I answer that real quick. So yeah, I do like college. Let me say this: when I first started watching college football, Adrian Peterson and Jason White was at Oklahoma, and that was my favorite college football team. So I still like Oklahoma football. So C.D. Lamb, Sterling Shepard, all the guys. Uh, yeah.
What's going on, Dub? Appreciate you showing up.
What up? I told you I needed. I thought I texted you and said I need to push it back to 7. My apologies, man. My
Oh
apologies.
no, oh it's cool, it's cool because I didn't even I had took a nap, so I didn't even see it. So
It's
you
all good.
probably did send me the text, and I had took a nap. I was doing a lot of stuff earlier today, so I was drained.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you. That's how I feel right now. But now we into it, baby. We into it. Let's go. What I miss?
Yeah. So how you feel about the NFL merging with ESPN? If you didn't hear the deal, I'll break it down for you a little bit. So ESPN has merged with the NFL. The NFL would get 10% equity in ESPN. The NFL fantasy football and the ESPN fantasy football will merge together. ESPN would get all of the stake with the red zone, the NFL network, and they will also get 7 additional games to what they already have. So the NFL still will have control of what they put on NFL Network and what they put on the red zone, but the ESPN will have the stake in those. They will own the rights to those. So everything that you see from the NFL, ESPN will have the rights to all of that.
Uh, I don't, so how many games? Because I think they already have where the game's going to be played at on Sunday.
Hmm.
So the only thing I can see happening, at least for this year, is what they're going to replay the games on. Like during the week they may replay some of the games on NFL Network. So they're going to be doing something like that with ESPN too.
Well, no, because NFL Network will be on ESPN. So, starting August 21st of this month, this year, I mean, August 21st, ESPN has it will merge with the NFL. So the NFL Network, the Red Zone, all of that will be on the NFL on the ESPN app. So the ESPN app will go up to $30, but you don't need any cable source to be part of the ESPN app. So it's not going to ask you, are you connected with Comcast or Verizon or
Right, right.
Cablevision, whatever your cable source. It's not going to ask that anymore. It's just you're signing up for the ESPN app and you will be paying $30 a month. You will get access to everything that ESPN put out. So it says it's 47,000 events throughout the year. Every year they put out 47,000 events. So you will have access to everything. The only thing you will have to pay extra for is probably the NFL ticket. Well, I ain't gonna say probably, it is the NFL ticket. That's the only thing you will have to pay extra for, because the NFL ticket is something that gives you access to all of the games, no matter where they being played at. So that's the only thing that you will have to pay extra for. But far as ESPN, once you get that platform, the app, you will have the red zone, you will have the NFL network. Like before, you had to subscribe, you had to pay for the red zone. Now it's going to be on ESPN. As long as you have the app, you don't have to pay extra for it.
I got Red Zone anyways, but okay. I mean, I like it because I mean it ain't like what extra $30. You know what I'm saying? You get the Red Zone, you get to see. I don't see no problem with it. I don't see no
Yeah.
problem with it whatsoever. Um, I don't know. It's interesting though that ESPN they get rid of boxing and then bring the NFL in,
Yeah. And I
right?
just mentioned that as well. I said a lot of people was wondering who was going to fill that void now that Top Rank has got, and we've seen the NFL swoop right in there, and their deal is worth $2 to $3 billion. That's potentially what their deal is worth. So at the minimum, they're going to get $2 billion, and they can potentially get $3 billion. So they struck a huge deal with
A
ESPN.
huge deal. I mean, I understand why they struck. Hold on, wait right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. But I understand why they did. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me talk to my son real quick.
Yeah. Yep. I'm looking at now all this stuff popping in now for ESPN. Um so yeah, this gonna be so now I don't need my NFL Network app anymore, because if you have the NFL Network app, that was to get you the NFL Network. Now that's going to be on ESPN, so you don't need that app no more. You don't need the Red Zone app anymore. You just get the ESPN app. You have all of that on one app. So it's taken away some of the apps that you had to have to be able to follow the NFL, depending on how you follow the NFL. It's taken away some of those apps now. So I mean that is a good thing in my opinion, because it saves you money as well. You don't have to pay for 2 or 3 apps. You only need to pay for one app, and you're gonna have access to everything. Now, some
Yeah,
people probably still like to have, because it depends on how you put it up. People have NFL Network on one channel, and then they have the Red Zone on another channel, and they could, or if you have it on your computer, you can watch 2 different screens at the same time. I still can do it because you can open up multiple windows and put it up. But I mean, I think it's good. I think it saved the consumer a lot of money, not having to have so many different apps. I want to see how this fantasy football is going to do, because I have NFL fantasy football on my phone, and I will always set up 2 or 3 teams on NFL fantasy football, and then I will get like 2 or 3 teams on ESPN. But now all that's going to be combined to one fantasy app. It's going to be
yeah.
one fantasy platform.
Go to Yahoo, do Yahoo as well. But no, I mean it's interesting. It's interesting. Hell, one thing I can say is these folk making money hand over fist. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So at the end of it, I just wish that boxing wasn't kicked out of that space. But man, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. It make it much easier for the consumer of the NFL. And what the NFL is probably it's the biggest sports league in America. I
yeah,
would think. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I
without
ain't got no
question.
problem with it, man. I love this. Hey, anything to make it easy to watch the game. I'm watching. I'm getting ready to watch the preseason game right now. So
yeah. I'm looking at the preseason game now. I'm looking at it on NFL Network. In a couple of weeks, this is going to be on ESPN. I ain't gotta pull up my NFL Network app. I just pull up ESPN app, and it's going to be right there. So
yeah,
I
Wow.
can get it. I can get rid of this NFL Network app. I can get rid of. Well, I can get rid of all of my NFL Network apps that I had. I had an NFL Network app, and then I had the fantasy football app for NFL. So I got to see how that's going to go, because we're doing fantasy football, and I believe that Thomas do it on Yahoo. So it was probably still going to be on Yahoo. He didn't use ESPN or NFL. He used Yahoo. So we probably
Okay.
still doing it on Yahoo. So it's going to be a little bit. We don't have to
And
change anything that way.
right.
it's a salute to the queen, Angie, baby. And she said $30 isn't bad for someone who watches ESPN every day. I'm in agreement, especially if you include basketball, football. I wish there was some boxing on it, top rank, but I mean that's neither here nor there. We're gonna have to pay for the zone as well. Now let me ask y'all this. Are y'all okay with paying a $30 ESPN and a $30 the zone or whatever the zone is now?
I've been doing
Um
that anyways.
yeah. Well no,
Yeah,
but ESPN only been like $12.
Well,
yeah.
okay, okay. I see what you're saying. The extra $30 for it. Is the zone
Yeah,
going up in price?
of
Well,
course.
the zone went up to, I think, $35. I think the
And
zone
see
is
right
up.
now I'm on a special. I'm only paying 14 a month for the zone.
Yeah,
Right. I'm on
I paid it
I'm
for
on
the
that
year.
same special too. I'm on that
Yeah.
same special because I read up before they up their price.
Right, right.
So
Well,
right now I'm on that $14 a month special, but they went up. I believe they went up to $35. Like B3 just said, ESPN is going up to $30. I was on the original plan where you was only paying $12. So I don't know how is they going to change it, because I don't know how long my plan was for. I think it might have been for the year. I believe it might have been for the year. I don't think I was on month to month. Oh, I might have been on month to month with ESPN. No, I was on month to month with the zone. I wasn't on month to month with ESPN. So the zone, me personally, I will only get the zone if there's a fight that I want to see. I don't. That's why I was doing month to month, because if it wasn't no fights that I want to see, it was no point of me having the zone, because I wasn't watching the zone on a regular basis. With ESPN, I will watch ESPN to get highlights of basketball games. I might want to catch some highlights of some college games, um, football, college football, things like that. So ESPN was more what I'm looking for, because it keeps up with the sports that I watch on a regular basis. The zone was just only for boxing. I don't watch racing. I don't watch soccer and all that, golf and all that. I don't watch that on a regular basis. So I wasn't.
I'll be watching golf on there. I do watch golf on there.
I mean, I watch golf, but it's I ain't gonna say I watch it. I used to. Like when Tiger Woods was at the top of his game, I used to watch golf on a every weekend basis. But now golf ain't been the same to me. I know how
Golf
to play
definitely lost
golf.
Lester.
I know how to play golf. I used to go out and play golf on a regular basis, but not so much now. It's not the same to me. When I mean it more so when Tiger Woods fell off, because Tiger Woods, it made it exciting. Tiger Woods brought some excitement to golf. Now it's just back to the quiet, don't say nothing. You ain't.
Hold on, man. Look, it's still exciting. You know what golf just did to make themselves that much more exciting? They just went and hired Cat Williams as a he gonna be he gonna be commentating during the rounds now.
Oh wow.
he gonna be an on course commentator, bro.
For the
Cat
PGA?
Williams. Yeah, Cat Williams.
Oh, that's going to boost the ratings for sure.
I
Yeah.
said, I ain't believe when I seen it. I was like, man, they gotta be lying, man. I thought it was a
So
joke at first, but
so
nah,
let's get into it before. I mean, this preseason game is kicking off. I'm keeping an eye on that, and the Chargers about to kick the. Oh, so they got the Chargers playing against the Lions. Thought I was gonna be
no,
watching the Raiders.
no,
Oh,
no,
this
no.
no, this is a replay of the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah,
My
that
bad.
was last week. So right now, the Colts just kicked off against Baltimore.
Okay, yeah. I about to say, hold up, that's not what I wanted to see.
Yeah. No.
What channel you watching it on?
Let me see. Hold on. For me, hell, it's interesting too, because now for some reason I got two NFL networks right now. Both of them 212 for me. And so on one I see with the Detroit game, but on the other one I see the Colts versus the Ravens. Interesting. I ain't even
Wow.
realize it.
Yeah. So let me see if ESPN got it up here.
Now ESPN, they I think they doing like soccer or something, because that's what I went and looked first was ESPN, but I think they're doing like soccer or something like that.
Yeah, I'm switching over to the NFL portion. Oh yeah, they already got it all set up. Oh, now so ESPN. Oh, ESPN fantasy football. You know how they used to have the breakdowns in the morning when they talk about the fantasy. It's not called ESPN Fantasy Football now. It's called ESPN Fantasy Focus. So they're gonna be focused more on the fantasy football games. They got the ESPN NFL Live. They still got that. ESPN Fantasy Football now. They still have that channel. So I guess the Fantasy Focus is going to be something new, because they still got the ESPN Fantasy Football now.
I don't know what the Fantasy Focus is, but real quick, Cooper Rush, this man, he first play of the game, the man that threw an interception, but it was a flag on the play, and the refs are discussing whether it's offensive or defensive pass interference right now.
Okay, so we already got our first penalty in the preseason game, and it ain't even been 2 minutes in the game.
Yeah, I mean, this was the first offensive play. Well, no, this is the second offensive play. The first one was a run. Then they had this one. Man, right. Cooper Rush trash, boy.
So let's get into college real quick.
And they call offensive real quick. They call offensive pass interference. The interception will stand Colts ball. Go ahead.
Okay, so I already know that you are a Georgia boy. So I know Georgia is your favorite team. So how has Georgia been looking this college season?
Man, so far, or you know, the first good thing we've heard so far, and I ain't heard this in about 5 to 7 years, man. There ain't been no major injuries. You know what I'm saying? So we at least healthy as a team. The quarterback position, that's going to be the most interesting position for us, because what's my boy name? He coming back. Gunnar Stockton. He coming back, and I think y'all remember the game against Texas when he took that big hit at the end of the game, rushing to get the first down. And so we're gonna see how he looked. But we got a couple 5 stars and a 4-star coming back at the quarterback position too. So they're battling out in camp right now. The running backs, Our running game is looking good as always. The offensive line look like they're gonna struggle this year, and that's what I worry about. Normally, our offensive line is really solid. It's like we're gonna struggle, but the defense, man, we're gonna have a nasty defense. Boy, our defense gonna be nasty. I'm talking about off the edge, linebacker play, corner play, safety play. Um, man, that defense is looking fantastic right now. So I think that the defense being as sharp as they're going to be, it always helps us. Our offense usually get off to a slow start early in the season, so the defense we ain't known for giving points up, and so man, I like what's going on right now. Kirby Smart, he fired up as far as recruiting go. We got the number one recruiting class right now. Uh, I wish Hot Rod was up here because I think a couple weeks ago he was talking about we would never pass USC, and so we didn't surpass USC in as far as recruiting goes. And man, it's looking good for us so far. It's looking good. I just got to see what that quarterback play because with in college football, a lot of times that quarterback it ain't as important. It ain't as important of a position as it is in the NFL, but it's still a very, very important position. So I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Extremely important. Hey, listen, and let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Are y'all who's projected to win it all this year?
Probably
Mich-
Texas. I think Texas, Ohio State come in at the top two. Then I think it's us. Then I think Michigan. I think those are the
Now,
top four
y'all
teams.
lucky that Texas is now in the SEC. Or I was going to say something that it looks like the Big Ten in the whole country is kind of closing the gap on the SEC. Didn't Michigan won it all last year? Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
interesting that they was able to get one over. So what y'all think about that? Y'all, Free, you think the SEC they catching up in recruiting the other conferences?
Um, I think I think the Big Ten is probably the school that's the close. I mean, the conference that's the closest to SEC. Because ACC they fell off ever since they split that up, and Maryland and a couple of other teams left out of the ACC. Or they almost had an interception too. Baltimore
Yep.
almost got an interception. But I think the Big Ten is probably the closest because they're getting a lot of good teams to get in with the Big Ten. Um, so I
I'm
think that's probably the closest conference. You got a couple of other conferences where they got a team here, a team there that can compete with the SEC teams. But far as the overall conference, nah, it's probably the Big Ten that's closest to them.
But the thing is, I think to your question three, man, NIL has changed recruiting so drastically that I think the teams have to come closer now. And now with the revenue split that they're going into this coming year, I don't think recruiting is revenue split yet, but I think they agreed that they're going to be splitting the revenue. So you got a certain you can use for the entire school. But you got to allocate it. Am I going to allocate it to the basketball team, the track team, the football team? And I think a lot of those. So the SEC, they're going to allocate the majority of theirs to their football programs because that's what bring in the most money. Um, the
Yeah.
Big Ten, the Big Ten, though, I think that it depends on the school because Ohio State, Michigan, basketball wise, are usually two very competitive teams as far as national
Hmm.
championships, those type of things go. So I think that kind of I want to see how that plays out as far as the balancing and the revenue split as far as the NIL and all that kind of goes. So it's going to be interesting, but I definitely would say the Big Ten has closed the gap, but they only closed the gap with a few teams. That's the
So,
problem. They they only closed the gap with Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State. There ain't nobody else in the
Right.
Big Ten really that's gonna be, ain't really doing nothing.
now let
Yeah.
me
I
ask
mean,
you. We got
I
our
think I
prize
mean,
in the building. Can I ask y'all a question on that real quick before we jump off of
go ahead.
because you talking about the revenue split. Now, from my understanding, I thought the NIL was name, image, and likeness for the players, and they pretty much can work with any third party to kind of sponsor them or whatever the case may be, right? So, are you saying that the school they're gonna now cap that? and it's going to be coming from the schools or the conferences in some way? What's changing as far as that goes? Are the players not going to be? Is it not going to be a free fall? Because I know some players is probably making like 10 million or something crazy,
Right.
or a few million. So what's changing, Doug?
So, from my understanding of how they kind of broke it down to me, so you used to be able to just, like you said, kind of, it used to be a free for all, but they're wrapping. What's the how I want to put? How I want to say this? They're putting a kind of like a fence on it, saying that okay, you can. This is the amount that you have, but you have to allocate it towards certain programs. You can't just it can't just be a free for all for everybody. And if we can get you, 10 million for 4 years, then it's not working that way anymore. And I believe that, like I said,
Yeah,
I think that starts next year. So I think this season it
yeah,
still kind of worked that way, but now you have to allocate that money to certain programs. So if you use 50% of the money for football, then you got 50 that you got to split up between your baseball, lacrosse, track, women's basketball, men's back. You know what I'm saying? That you got to split that other 50% between those programs. So that was my understanding of it, but I could be explaining that wrong. Don't take my I put a caveat on that.
no,
So
no, you're explaining it pretty much correctly. What they doing is they let's say they giving a school, let's just use that example. They giving a school $30 million for their sport program. That's for all of their sports. So you can't take you can't take 20 million and say I'm just going to put it towards football because I want to get all of the best players over here. So what they're doing is they giving you a limit on each program. So you splitting it up pretty much evenly throughout all of your sports. So you can't just take
what
75% of what your money is.
well free you can, but if you do that, just know that your other programs are going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? So
And
um
that's why they say they doing it the way they doing it because because other programmers was being affected by it. Because like let's use Merlin for example. Merlin basketball and football is pretty much even. So they was putting majority of their money into basketball and football. But when it came to the other sports, they wasn't really getting any money like that. And so now they say, hold up, you gotta be able to spread money throughout the rest of the program because you're losing these other programs because all of your money is going towards football and basketball. You're not putting no money towards nothing else. So they trying to do it where you can spread the money out evenly so none of the programs suffer. You don't have one program suffering because you put majority of your money towards another program. That's what they're trying to put in place. They haven't done it yet. That's what they're trying to put in place. Right now, it's still somewhat of a free fall where, like what you saying, Dub, you can put 50% and you only got 50% for the rest of your program. They trying to put in place where you spread it out evenly so you don't focus on just one program and then the other programs pretty much suffer and your school pretty much miss out on these other programs. Because if you're a big time football school, you're going to put majority of your money into football. But the purpose of this is to build up the other sports as well.
and so let me see. All right, so this is how it is right here. Hey, everybody believe
Oh,
in Google, don't they? I googled that shit. Nah. So
damn, who
it
was
said
this? Who was that? That
he
nigga got some moves.
he moving out there 34.
That's Mitchell. Mitchell.
Yeah, Quint. I don't know Mitchell. So this is what it says. AI, according to AI, Google. The recent NCAA settlements allow college programs to directly share athletic department revenue with students athletes, creating a new NIL name, image, likeness revenue sharing model. Under this model, each school can allocate up to 20.5 million annually to athletes, starting in 2025-2026 academic year, with the cap expected to raise to 32 over a decade. While the distribution of funds is up to each school, excuse me, it's anticipated that the football programs will receive the majority of the money, creating potential financial disparities between sports and impacting the funding of smaller or non-revenue generating sports. That's what so I think we all kind of understand what
Oh,
that's saying.
touchdown,
He
Baltimore.
gone.
Mitchell, that man Mitchell is a beast. I got to
He
keep an
made
eye on him.
he
I
made
got to
the
keep an
team
eye
off of
on
that
him.
right there. He made the team off of that play.
I got to keep an eye on him. That man got some moves.
So now instead of it being unlimited NIL money, they starting next year with 20.5 million, and the school has to chop that money up, and so it kind of puts everybody back on a balanced playing field. Whereas, before, if you get a program like Texas A&M who got these huge donors, man, they can throw money at players more than other programs can, right? So now they're chopping, they're setting a cap on how much a school can get in NIL money, and then you have to come up and say this is how we're going to split that money. So you say I'm putting 50% of that toward the football team, so the players get 10 million of that money on the football team. However you divide it up. But then you got to take that other 10.5 and split that between all the other programs that you're gonna have out there. So we're gonna see how it works.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's
They
really
just
like a
putting it
salary.
on
It's
an
like a
even.
salary cap. That's really what it is, like a
Yeah,
salary
it's
cap.
almost like a salary cap. So they putting everybody on an even playing field. So one team, I mean, one school can't just go out and get all of the best players because they have the most money. So they put
Right.
everybody on an even playing field. Everybody have the same exact amount of money, and they all the schools can equally go out and get the same players. But I mean, like Dub was saying, when you have a school that generates more money than other schools, if they was had the capability to use the money that they generate to get these players, you will always have the bigger schools getting the best players because they have more money to pay out to these players. And they pretty much is dropping, well, I ain't gonna say they dropping the amount of money that they're playing the players, but in a sense they are dropping the amount of money that they would be able to play players, because you had some players, some of these rookies like we had this year going into the draft, some of these rookies was making more than they was making before they got into the NFL. Like now
Yeah.
they in the NFL and they making less money than what they made in college.
What's the brother name? Will Howard? Is it Will Howard? The quarterback from
I believe it is.
no. It's Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers. That's who it was. Quinn Ewers was making more money at Texas than when he decided to go into the draft and I think he got picked in the 4th or 5th round. The contract that he ended up signing was a smaller contract than what he had at Texas. It's crazy work.
Right. So now they trying to change it because you got guys like, man, I'd rather just stay in school than to go to the NFL.
Hey, we still ain't seen what happened with what's the brother name for Texas A&M, Shamar Stewart. We still don't know what's going to happen with him.
Yeah, he still hasn't signed.
Man, ain't in training
He
camp
still
or
hasn't
nothing.
signed.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean that's the problem that they having right now, because I mean we all wanted these college players to get money, but we wasn't expecting them to get that type of money where they getting paid more in college than they was getting paid in the NFL. They haven't even played a single game in the NFL, and these guys in college is making way more money than a lot of these daggone rookies in the NFL. Like you got college players now, like some of these college quarterbacks is getting like $10 million.
Yeah.
And
But
you got the rookies that's not even getting $10 million. That's a better player, but because they're a college college quarterback, and they the starter, and the team needs them, they're like, man, well, we're gonna give them $10 million. That's the only way we can keep them.
now, and one of the things I love about Georgia, Kirby Smart, he always come out and say, man, I understand how these players are and how good they are and these type of things, but I want players on my team. It ain't all about the money for them. That they want to come in and get better first. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to some interviews not too long ago from one of the Georgia players, and he was like, "Man, we don't make. That's one thing we don't do here is we. It ain't about the money here. It's about development, getting better, and I think that's always gonna help your team. You know what I'm saying? If
Yeah,
because when folk come in and get all that money, what they gonna do? Start buying cars, start racing, and I will tell you, Georgia has some of the worst. I'll say statistics when it comes to football players and car and car. Oh wait, who blocking the block? What the? They finna get this man killed.
yeah, they gonna get that man hurt. They're gonna get that man hurt.
Finna
And
get this
he,
man hurt.
he and he's a backup. He's not even a starter. That man got in the backfield like he knew what the play was.
But nobody even blocked him.
Nobody chipped him or nothing. The running back ran past him. The tight end ran past him. Ain't nobody chipped this. You saw this man running full speed at your quarterback. You ain't think to just put a arm out or nothing.
And the problem is the players on the other. He looking his first read is on the other side of the field, and so he looking that way. They took look. The coach took that man out immediately. They said, let's get this
Yeah,
brother out
they
the game.
took
Get
him
him out the
right, put
game.
him right on the sideline. How you miss that? How did you miss that?
Man, that's crazy.
That was a bad read. I don't know if that was a bad read from the quarterback perspective or the tight end or the running back. Somebody was supposed to chip him. I'm almost 100% sure of that. Somebody was supposed to chip him before they went out on their pattern.
Or the
That's
quarterback the quarterback didn't read the defense correctly, shifted the line the wrong way. You got it?
Yeah.
Go pick it up.
I mean,
No, yeah. Hold on, real quick. I was gonna say the quarterback didn't read the defense right, shifted the line the wrong way. The next thing you know, that man get
oh
cleaned
my
up.
God. Oh my God.
Hey,
No, how did they not tackle? This man ran into his own player twice, and they still didn't get him.
who is that? Oh, hold on. That's Richardson.
Yeah, that's Richardson.
Who gonna start him? Or Danny Dimes?
Jones came in for him. That's who came in when they took him out. They put Jones in. Jones is number 17.
Yeah, the Colts quarterback situation out of order.
Yeah, so Richardson is 5 and Daniel Jones is 17.
17, yeah. Man.
But yeah. So I mean, I know B3, he's a Washington Commander fan and a Ravens fan, so he got investment on this game right here. But tomorrow, I already got the word Washington will not be playing a single starter. The only starter that you might see in for Washington tomorrow is the rookies. Like Trey Amos, you might see a couple of plays out of him just to see how he look against some starters. And that's probably it. And maybe the offensive tackle, the right tackle, we got Josh Conley. Those are probably the only guys that's potentially going to be starters this upcoming season that you might see. But far as the wide receivers, the running back, the tight ends, the offensive line, the defensive line, the corners, the safeties, you're not going to see none of Washington starters. They're not playing in this first preseason game. You might see a little bit of them in against the Bengals, but against the New England Patriots and against the Dolphins, you're not going to see any of them starters in that game. It's
Are
going to
we
be
looking
all
at
backup.
what's the situation with Scary Terry?
They're they're pretty much on a hush mode right now, but it's looking like he might be signed in sometime soon. They're pretty much on a hush mode because now, like at when Terry first came back to training camp, when he was doing the hold in, you were seeing his agent every day. Now, the last couple of days, you haven't seen his agent. You still seen Terry, but you haven't seen the agent. So, and you haven't seen Adam Peters. Like you were seeing Adam Peters every day. You were seeing Terry and his agent every day. Now you see Terry, but you don't see the agent and you don't see Adam Peters. So it looks like they're getting closer to a deal, and they pretty much in hush mode. So Nobody's really saying anything. They just saying they still working on the deal. Nobody's saying anything, but they got Terry as a starter. Right now, Terry didn't travel with the team because he quote unquote on the pup list. They said he got an ankle injury, which I believe is bogus. I think they just said that because he's holding in. But I mean, he could have an ankle injury. I don't know where he got the ankle injury from because he was in mini camp earlier this year and he didn't get injured while he was in mini camp. The 6 days that he was there, he didn't get injured. So I don't know where he got the ankle injury from if he does have one. But it looks like he's going to be signing the deal sometime soon because, like I said, you haven't seen Adam Peters and you haven't seen his agent. You just see Terry out there talking to the fans and talking to the players and things like that. So, and Terry walked up, shook Dan Quinn's hand. He walked up, shook the owner's hand, and he gave Jaden Daniels' mother a hug and things like that. So he's in good spirits. So I think they're going to be signing a deal sometime soon.
Free, did y'all have you have joint practices and things like that? Did y'all have a joint practice? Have y'all had a joint practice yet?
Yeah, we had one yesterday. We had one yesterday, and a couple of fights broke out.
It always be fights out there.
the first offensive play for Washington yesterday. What's my guy name we just got from Houston?
Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil. This man blocked one of the defensive ends all the way into the bleachers, and he got mad. He got mad, and they had a little scuffle. They broke it up, and then of course, you know my man, Marshawn Lattimore. He got into it with somebody, and that's when the big scuffle happened. And somehow, Mike Vrabel came up bleeding. Like he ended up at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, I don't know if they swung on him or if he got stepped on or what, because he ended up at the bottom of the pile. And when he came up, he had a cut under his eye. So he came up bleeding. And then they had another small scuffle after that. But then, I mean, it wasn't nothing major. The only major part was that Mike Vrabel was the one that came up bleeding.
Man, you know, it's crazy. So we've been practicing against the Rams, right? And we got the Rams the first preseason game. I was like, that's crazy. But it's been the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But real quick, shout out to Houston, man. Shout out to Rick Timms. Rick, if you're listening to this, your boy Zion Childress, that brother, he's starting to get some he's starting to get some reps with the starters at cornerback. You know what I'm saying? They say he's showing up and showing out. So shout out to Rick Timms, man. When we picked him up as an undrafted free agent, Rick hit me up and said, "Man, that's my partner right there." So I've been looking out for him, man. Wait for him to get some starting reps, and he got some today. So shout out to Zion, man. Shout out to him.
Real quick, what's going on, 2 Cent?
Salute 2 Cent in the building, man.
Yeah, but yeah. So how y'all looking? Y'all doing practice?
Man, listen.
Say that again.
He said how we looking at our joint practices. So we finished with we I think we only had maybe three joints. But man, I ain't gonna lie. We was like CD, Pickens, and all our receivers was killing. We got a brother from another undrafted free agent from Oregon, Trey Sean. They was killing, man. The problem is our DBs are trash. I ain't gonna lie to you, they are trash right now. They was getting like I'm telling the truth. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you, Free. You know I'm gonna keep it a buck. These boys are horrible. Well, I ain't gonna say horrible. You know, Kyer Elam, he been looking pretty good. Deron Bland, he been looking pretty good. Children's been looking pretty good. Everybody else, man, they were getting their boots smoked by the Rams, bro. I mean, I was like, my God, why are y'all leaving on the field right now? It was horrible. It was horrible. I ain't lying to you.
Yeah. Okay, so
we got a 6-10, 6-11 season coming up.
No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, see, the only problem is, hold on, he out of order. The only problem is first off, you can't hit the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You don't hit the quarterback in those situations. We were getting good pass rush. Like we was beating, like our defensive line was beating them up the field. But at the same time, you don't hit the quarterback in joint practices like that anyway. So,
Oh, at
um,
all? I mean, I thought.
so so
Hopefully.
so
Hey,
so so, so
let me
we
say
were
this
there.
real quick. Let me say this real quick. Richardson is on the bench, and they got Daniel
Danny
Jones in there.
Dimes.
And right now, Daniel Jones, he's looking like the better quarterback right now.
But I do think with them starting, oh Lord, he like they just threw an interception. See, you talk, you start
Yeah,
talking
the
about,
wide receiver ran the wrong route. He was supposed to cut up, and that man was about to cut out. I could tell the wide receiver ran the wrong route on that play.
so. But nah, the other thing I gotta say, somebody, man, we all right. Never mind. I can't say what I'm gonna say. They be done shut this whole show down if I say what I was about to say. I ain't even gonna say it. All I'm gonna say is, uh, I, somebody need to fire Jerry Jones if it was even possible for him to be fired, which it's not. But somebody need to do something about Jerry, man. This man, he out here trying to negotiate contracts without the man say talk to my agent. He talking about, nah, I want to talk directly to the player. I'm like, bro, where they do
Oh,
that
and
at?
that's another thing too about Jerry Jones. I just thought about it. Jerry Jones, they were saying Jerry Jones don't know who Michael Parson who Micah Parson agent is. And
That's a
I was
lie.
like, man, that's bogus. How he not know who his agent is? And I'm gonna
Nah,
tell
nah,
you how you know how it's even more bogus that he don't know who the agent is. Because Michael Parson has the same agent as George Pickett.
but
They got
the
the same
problem,
agent.
but the problem is it ain't that he don't know. What Jerry want to tell you is well, and he used Dez and Jay Z. You remember when Jay Z was representing Dez, right? What Jerry want to say is well, I like to talk to the player because when something happened, when issues happen during the season, I can't call the agent for them to straighten the issue out. I got to talk to the player to straighten the issue out. So I want to get a good understanding with the player. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if the man telling you to get in contact with his agent, you probably need to get in contact with the man agent if you want to sign him. Like,
Right. Yeah, you
and
could
Michael,
probably talk to him, but he ain't doing no deal without his agent.
hey, so like, what are you doing, man? What?
That's what he hired
Oh,
him for
oh,
because
oh, and he
oh.
out of there, and he out of there.
Yeah, he gone. He made the team on that play right there. He made the
Yeah,
team.
you already know.
I knew it was something different. I knew it was something different about him because I saw the last play when that man got hit. He ran into his own play and they still didn't tackle him. He made the team right there. He
Yeah,
ain't even
you're
gonna be
right.
on the field no more. They ain't even gonna put him on the field no more. He's
And we
done.
got look,
He's done
we
for
got
the day.
our return, man. We got our return, man.
He's done
Man,
for the day.
that
Webster.
was good.
I gotta keep
That
an
was,
eye on Webster. Keep an eye on him.
LeJounte Wester scored.
yep.
Yeah, dog.
Wow.
This man just made like 7 people miss and broke it up to the sideline.
Punt return. Punt return.
Ooh. Yeah, he don't need to play no more in the preseason because he's small too. Just keep him strong, keep him learning. But I want to see him on offense too, though.
Well, you
Yeah.
can, but
They ain't gonna they ain't gonna risk him getting injured. They say, okay, you did enough. We're gonna put you on the sideline. Let's try somebody else back there and see how they do.
we'll
Just in
work
case
you.
you happen to get injured.
We'll keep working you in and on offense during practice. Okay, whatever we'll do, we'll work you in there. But when you can get
Right.
hit, no, we need you. You our
This
return
man,
guy.
this
Man,
man made like 7 people miss and
that's a
took
good
it
run.
up the sideline, and it was all she wrote.
That's a good return right there. You can't beat
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
I
definitely
mean,
good to hear.
he could if he would have went any other way, he would have got tackled. He read all of the right holes to read. Any other way, he would have got tackled.
Yeah.
That was great vision on that play right there for him. Hold on 1 second. Hello.
You said what? You talking to us? Oh, you
Nah,
free?
you heard me, Doug.
Phone.
Oh
You
yeah,
on
free
mute?
on the phone. Yeah, but I mean, it's interesting, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how everything shake out. Wester, I knew he was a talented guy. I was wondering why the Ravens had picked him up over Jimmy Horn Jr. And I'm guessing they needed a return man. So shout out to Wester.
Yeah, they say Jim. They say I thought it Joe. Is it Jimmy Horn Jr. or Joe Horn Jr.?
Jimmy Horn.
Okay. Well, they say that brother out there, he out there killing with the Panthers right now. They say that man is undefendable in practice. I said, damn, he looks small. I ain't mad at him. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. Oh, but Dub, your boy. I know you've been asking. You asked me a couple of times about him, but your boy, JCM, he's a monster, dog. He's a monster. That man is probably going to end up being our RB1. He's probably going to end up
Murray,
being our RB1.
Murray Krosky. I
Yeah,
told you I like.
that man, he's been getting more of the reps with the first team than Robinson been getting. This
I told
man,
you
and him and Trey Amos are the standout in training camp right now, as far as um
rookies.
all players and rookies. They're the standout. Like Trey Amos, that man, he's a starter. He's been locking up Debo. He's been locking up um Gallup. He's been locking up daggone what's my man name? Dude from last year. Noah Brown.
Oh,
He's been locking up everybody. He's been locking up everybody. The man had already had like 4 interceptions through this training camp.
that ain't bad. Now you
And
can't beat it.
I mean, a couple of them, I think one or two of them was on Jaden Daniels, and then the other ones was against the backups. I know one for sure was against Jaden Daniels. It was on a tip ball. No, it was a ball that went right through the wide receiver hands. Went right through his hands, and he grabbed it off his shoulder pad and took the ball away from him. But yeah, he's definitely our number two wide receiver. I mean, our number two corner. You got Lattimore is the number one corner, and then you got Sanderfield as the slot. So I mean, yeah, I mean, but far as uh JCM, JCM, he's gonna be a big surprise for a lot of teams that don't know about him, because
See,
a lot of people ain't been paying attention to him because he didn't play but one game this past college season. He only played one
What's his
game
full
because
name, Free?
Mary
uh
Krosky.
Crosby
Oh, that's
Murray.
Krosky Mary, whatever.
Yeah, they call him Bill. They call him Bill. I don't know why they call him Bill, but that's what they call him. They call him Bill.
And
Um,
when me and Free were doing the draft show, I told Free when they drafted him, I said, "Well, y'all got a pickup right there." I was a huge fan of him. You
So
know,
hold on, they looking at him at RB1?
that's what Free said.
he's gonna be the dog when you see him play in this preseason game, because you're gonna see him play in the preseason game. You're gonna understand why. And the only way you won't see him play in the preseason game is if they already got him as the starter. You might see him play like 1 or 2 series. That's
I need
it.
him to
I
prove it because
guarantee
I
you.
need
When you see
Washington
him
to
play in
win.
the preseason game, when you see him play in the preseason game, you're gonna understand why he's gonna end up being the RB1. This man got moves on top of moves, and he's the only running back that we have on the team that can take it to the house.
How
Like,
many?
he
What was his
has that type of
contract?
speed.
3 years?
He,
No,
he was
it's
a
a 4
seven. He was a seven. It's
round.
4 years, but he was a seventh round draft pick. He was a
Mhm.
seventh round draft pick.
Oh, we locked him in for 4 years. That's good.
Yeah, Coxie. I mean, dog, Merritt. Dog, I'm telling you, his number is number 32. He got number 32 on his jersey. That's the jersey that he picked. That's the jersey
The
number that he picked.
juice. Oh man.
Yeah. Dog, the
That's
man,
an
when I
offense,
tell you, when you
ref.
see him, you're gonna be like, okay, I understand why
Oh,
people saying
oh,
he's going.
oh, 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 Lord, that man need under got dislocated.
Oh, ooh, that was ugly.
That man knee is
Oh,
all the way
oh,
out of
that's
place.
ugly. That man leg is facing the side. I mean, his knee to his foot is facing the sideline, but everything else is facing the other end zone.
Yeah, boy. Good
Oh
God.
man.
Woo wee.
Oh yeah, he that his season is done. I,
Damn.
and bad thing about it is that a rookie or is that a veteran? That is, I'm
I
trying
didn't
to
see
see
the
the back of
number.
his jersey.
Yeah, I didn't see his number.
It's I think his number is 21. I think his
Oh,
number is 21.
31.
I'm trying to see.
Not, he a rookie. Rookie out of Western Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, he done. He done for the season. Dang.
Yeah. Okay, Cone. Okay, yeah, 31. Okay, 31. Yeah, so yeah, he's a rookie. So yeah, his season is done.
That
That
was
that
bad.
that I hate to see that. If you're gonna have an injury like that, I'd rather it happen to a veteran than it happen to a rookie. I don't want those type of injuries for no one. But if it's gonna happen, I prefer it happen to a veteran. And I ain't talking about a starter or anything like that. I'm just talking about somebody that's been in the league for a while. Because you got these rookies that's fighting to try to make the team, and then they go out like that, and they don't even get a chance to put up a good fight because they've been taken out because of a leg break.
Dang, that was
They
nasty.
they were they were taken out because they broke their leg. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was
So
bad
now
right
that
there.
I mean, that man. So I don't know what round he was drafted in. If he was an undrafted free agent, he pretty much ain't getting no money. I mean, of course he gonna get the pay that he got during training camp, and I believe he got some injury money that's coming to him if he gets injured during this training camp or the season. But it ain't nothing compared to what his salary would have been.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a fact.
shout out to Raj Hill in the building, man. Salute to my brother.
What's going on, Rozella?
And you know, it's funny that I grew up on like in just growing up in VA and visiting my uncles. We used to always go to like Hooters and watch football, and I just stopped by Hooters or whatever and picked up some wings. And it's funny that the Hooters is not the same as it used to be. Dub, do y'all got a lot of Hooters down in Georgia?
Yeah, well, we used to. They started shutting them down here.
Yeah, that's how it is up here too. And we had a lot of them. They was real big in the early 2000s, and then they started slowly declining. Like once people, it's like it's almost like a fad. I mean, you jump on it real quick, and then all of a sudden it fades away. So we used to. I think I only seen like one or two Hooters. I rolled past one the other day, and the parking lot was dead. And this was like 7 o'clock in the evening, and the parking lot was dead.
Yeah,
Hey,
man, this
real
is
quick,
the level of talent. But go
Rozella
ahead, Dub.
said, "Y'all." No, I was
shout,
looking at what
shout out to
Rozella said. He
Pittsburgh
said
team.
y'all was talking
Shout
about
out to
Trey
Champion
Amos
Ross.
earlier. I had to bring it back.
No, I said shout out to Pittsburgh team in the building. Shout out to Champ Ross in the building. Salute to y'all, my brothers.
Hey, Chan Ross, I was looking for the lineup. I mean, you ain't sent out no lineup today.
No, he sent it out.
I
He,
ain't see
he,
it. I was looking
he
for
emailed
it.
me.
I ain't see it.
I got to make my picks for
Let me
tomorrow.
look. Yeah, I didn't see it. I
What
saw.
you
I
picking preseason game,
oh, I
Dub?
see it now. I
No,
see
no,
it
no.
now.
We
I see
picked.
it
We,
now.
we in a fantasy
Dang, he
boxing
sent
league.
it out Sunday. I didn't see this Sunday. Why I ain't see this Sunday?
So like real like
Let
this.
me go
No, no.
ahead.
It's out, champ. You good.
I
But
got it. I
like
got it.
so we got fights. We got fights Friday, Saturday, and Saturday that we got to pick from. Who win, what round, split decision, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, who fighting on Saturday? I only seen Friday fights.
It ain't no.
Nobody
It
you
ain't.
care about.
Yeah, I was gonna say it ain't no major names fighting. Um,
Nobody you care about.
yeah, he ain't gonna. Yeah,
I'm
ain't,
watching the probably that Mirko Cuello fight on Friday, and then Alberto Ramirez on Friday.
yeah. Marco Cuello versus Sergio Rios.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's gonna be.
Cuello gonna stop that boy.
yeah.
Sergio,
I
he
see
got
Ramirez 21-0, 18 knockout. Jerome, I can't pronounce his last name.
Pampaleon,
He 19-2 with 12
Pampaleon,
knockout. Yeah.
Pampaleon.
yeah. He
Franciscus Fonseca coming back.
Fonseca too. Yeah, they put him against a 13-7 kid. I gotta watch him. I ain't watched him yet. I think It all depends. I mean, Quayo probably could stop this dude in a few rounds. I'll probably say the first 5, the first handful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let's see. Hold on. Let me pull this
Damn,
back.
they got Francisco fighting.
Yeah,
Yep, Fonseca.
the brother said he need. Hey,
Wow, this
he's
man
still
And
out
he
here
is.
on
working.
he on like a 6-fight winning streak.
He said he's still out
Yeah,
here,
he
man.
fighting a dude that's 6-0 with 3 knockouts.
Hey,
Oh,
hold on.
he is fighting
God,
the Olympian. He fighting an Olympian dude. Yeah. You think they serving him up to him?
Absolutely.
I-
But I'm
But
just saying, is he
he's
gonna
still a
damage?
tough
Is he
fight.
gonna damage him?
He's still a tough fight for anybody. He's still a tough fight. The man still got good power, so but he can be knocked out as well. So you go see what happens. Hey, I don't know. I'm probably picking against Fonseca in this fight.
I got him winning
Hey,
as
salute to
well.
Champ Ross. Champ Ross, you got a football league?
Nah, he ain't got
I
no
think
football.
he
He
got the
only
boxing league.
Oh, the
boxing league.
boxing. Okay, nice. Okay. Which
Shout out
how y'all do? Y'all like? Is it like pick 'em? Like y'all put $10 in or $20 in every week, and
No, no, no,
whoever?
no,
Well,
no. It's
how's it
free.
go?
It's free. So what he do is he put out all of the. Well, he'll put out a certain amount of fights, and it might not be. I mean, it'll be some of the ones that you know, and then there'll be some of these fights you probably never seen these guys ever fight before,
Hmm.
and you gotta pick. You get I think you get 10 points for the win, but if you pick a knockout, you get bonus points.
if you
And you
pick the
got you got
round,
to pick.
if you pick the right
Yeah,
round.
you got to pick the round. You got to pick the round of the knockout, and you'll get bonus points. If you pick a split decision and they win by a split decision, you get bonus points. If you pick a majority win and they win by majority decision, you get bonus points. But as long as you pick the correct win, you'll get 10 points. 10 points
And
is the
real quick,
minimum for the win.
man, shout out to Gil Coles in the
Okay.
building. Shout out to Picasso in the building as well, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely join Champ Ross for sure. That sounds good, and that way that keep me up to speed on who coming up, fighting during that week and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because I gotta monitor that as well. Anyway, I do monitor that. But for the betting lines this week, right now it's only for the Friday card from Mirko Cueto and then Alberto Ramirez, and then they do got a Fonseca lineup. Fonseca's a heavy underdog.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's going to be a tough fight for him, but we'll see what happens. Hey, it's
Let me
boxing.
ask y'all. Let me
Anything
ask y'all
can
this. Can I
happen in boxing.
go ahead, Doug?
I said anything can happen in boxing.
Nah, 100%. I gotta ask y'all this. Kicking it back to football. What's y'all take on the Shador situation? Do y'all feel like he's being set up like Stephen A. suggested, or like by not getting first round reps, or do y'all feel like this is normal practice? What's y'all take?
Man, they giving Dylan Gabriel reps, man. What are we talking about? Why is Dylan Gabriel? Why is that man getting any reps? I was watching some stuff that he had going on. He was looking pathetic out there. So, hey man, it's just not a good look for the way they handling Shador right now, in my opinion. But I could be very wrong in there. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know if he's being set up. What I will say is, if Gabriel keep looking the way he's looking, I mean, it's going to be a easy decision to be made because this man is throwing interceptions as soon as it passed the line of scrimmage. Like this joint don't even get a chance to even make it to the receiver, and it's getting intercepted. So he keep making those type of plays. Uh, Sador just all he got to do is just continue doing what he's doing. He's looking great. He just got to keep doing what he's doing. I mean, I don't know if he's been set up. I mean, like I said, it just look. Gabriel's just looking pathetic out there, in my opinion.
I agree. But and then the what's his name? What's his name? Kenny Pickett, Kenny Pritchard, whatever the name is. I think he
Yeah,
got hurt.
yeah, Pickett.
He got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
he got hurt.
why wouldn't
I
he
don't
be
know
working
how
for the
serious.
first?
Yeah, I don't know how serious the injury is, but he did get hurt.
Man, we dodging bullets right now as a Cowboy fan. Jadon Blue, he went down today. He had to get carted off the field, but it came out that it's just a simple ankle injury, so he'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah. We had a minor injury as well. Brandon Coleman, he went down. Well, he limped off the field. He didn't make the trip to New England to practice with them. They're trying to nurse his injury. It's nothing major. It's more of a sprain than anything else. But they just saying they don't want him to re-injure it, so he's just nursing that. So we're actually escaping the injury bug as
nursing
well.
that. So
hey man,
we're
shout out to
we're
real
actually escaping the injury bug.
hold on, three. You got feedback. You got feedback.
Yeah, B3, you got feedback in about. Yeah, I think you might got
But
something else on.
shout out to the brother All Star Izzy in the building, man. Salute to him. Shout out to Cool Breeze. Three, if you're listening, Champ Ross said shoot him an email or hit him up on Facebook, and he dropped his email in the whatchamacallit. So if you want to email him to get in the league, you know what I'm saying? Just check that out.
Yeah, B3, you might want to join it. It's a cool league to keep you updated with some of the fighters that you might not normally pay attention to.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these guys I've never heard of, and that's the reason why I be paying attention to a lot of these off-band guys this is I believe my third season with Champ Ross. I believe this is my third season with him.
Shout out to Let's Talk About It, man. Salute to Philly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
definitely
and so
I just emailed you, champ. Appreciate you.
that's why they'll be like, man, I've never heard of him. I'm like, I seen him fight. I seen him fight because
Yeah.
Hey man, salute
of
to
Champ
everybody
Ross.
in the
I had to
chat.
pay attention to these guys that I normally wouldn't pay attention to because Champ Ross be pulling out names. You be like, man, who is this dude? He be pulling out fights you ain't never had on your radar.
Hey, real quick, Champ. Let me ask this: where you be? So it be times where I struggle to find schedules, right? Where you find all these schedules at? I start using
Oh,
L Dub. Oh, go ahead.
I know a lot of them be on Box Live. A lot of them be on Box Live because if you go on Box Live, they have a lot of these fights on there. We just don't pay attention. We looking for the big name fights, but a lot of them be on Box Live. But I mean,
And
he might use something else.
yeah. Hey, Free, drop the video real quick. So,
Oh,
Champ,
let me drop the video for y'all real quick because he just
check this
asked
out,
about
Champ.
it. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Hey, man, what's going on, Sports Talk Network family? Man, I ain't even see y'all sitting there. Hey, I was just talking to my boys. Y'all know Sports Talk Network put together 3 ways that you can interact with this football season even more. Yeah, they got the last man standing pool. Everybody that joins, they pick a team each week. If that team wins, you move to the next week. That team lose, you're simply out. But you only can pick that team one time, so you got to choose your team wisely. At the end of the season, there's a grand prize for the last man standing. The second way, they got the NFL Pick'em. Yeah, they give you 5 teams that you can pick every week. At the end of the season, they're going to add up your wins and losses. There will be a first place winner, a second place winner, and a third place winner. All cash prize. And the last way, NFL fantasy football. Everybody believe they can run a team. I hear people talking all day long. Hey, man, my team should have picked this player up. My team should have picked that player up. Well, this is your opportunity to show us that you know how to run a team. You'll get an NFL fantasy draft. You'll get the chance to pick the players you want on your team. Then you play in the season. At the end of the year, the best teams will battle it out to go to the Super Bowl. 2 teams in the Super Bowl play for first place. Team that lose gets second place. The 2 teams that lost in the semifinals battle out for third place. There will be a cash prize for first, second, and third place. Yeah, so how you join? Man, I'm glad you asked. It's easy. All you do is cash out $50, Sports Talk Network. Let us know what league you want to be in. Leave your name and your email address so we can get back in contact with you when it's time to set up the games. If you want all 3, Cash App $150 to Sports Talk Network. Leave your name, email address, and simply say all three. If you want to only be in two, Cash App $100 to Sports Talk Network. Let us know what two leagues you want to be in. Leave your name and email address so we can get back in contact with you. I believe everybody can win, but you can't win if you don't get in. So I'm going to be watching Sports Talk Network, greatest network on YouTube. Peace.
Boy, that was a nasty interception right there. Did you see that interception, Free?
I didn't see the interception. I'm driving right now, but the video, the trailer was fire.
No, no. No, it is fire. It is, though. But no, I said free. Free froze. Oh, is he froze?
Yeah, I see the interception. I see the interception.
But that was nasty, wasn't it? Hey, three brother at linebacker came across. They tried to dump it off over the middle. Man, hit a front flip and picked the ball off almost.
Yeah, I just watched it. I just watched it because I got it on my other screen. I just watched it, the replay on it.
Hey, Free, he said he only got
dove over
PayPal.
his back.
If he only got PayPal, what we can do about that? Well, email him, Free.
PayPal. Yeah, PayPal. I'm gonna see how I can link the PayPal up to it. I'm gonna hit you up, champ. I'm gonna hit you up, champ, and I'm gonna see about linking the PayPal up to it because the Sports Talk Network, that's the Cash App for Sports Talk Network. So I'm gonna see about linking up the PayPal. I gotta see how I can do that. But we'll get it taken care of.
Figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right,
But
let's see.
yeah.
I see the Bengals and the Eagles. They playing right now, and the Bengals just scored another touchdown. So it's right now it's 14-7 for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Hey, Free, I gotta ask you. So I'm hearing that Jackson Dart, they say he's been looking like the goods over there in New York.
Maybe I hope he is. I hope he beat out Russell Wilson. I hope he do. We got to play them first. I hope he beat out Russell Wilson.
I don't hope he beat him up. Russell Wilson, that man, Russell Wilson, man, they got long in the tooth, man. He long in the tooth now.
Man, Russell's
Let
still
him
out
beat
there
out
throwing dimes. Yeah, go ahead and beat out Russell Wilson so that we put Deron Payne on his ass.
Look, man, Russell be throwing them moon shots, man. He be like, come on, bro.
And that's what we
let them
don't
put
know.
Jackson Dart out there. Let him put Dart out there. He gonna dart right back to the sideline. That's what he gonna do.
Yeah, Russell
got no
Wilson, he
problem.
still got a lot left in the tank. I think playing with some young guys like Malik Neighbors, that'll bring life back into him. I think they got that good running back Tracy too out there with the Giants, so they're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
They got Tracy out there. He
Man,
I believe he's their starting running back.
man, it don't matter how good their running back is, and the reason it don't matter is because they had Saquon Barkley, and they still couldn't win with him. So I don't care who your running back is.
They always have bad quarterback play.
It's the offensive line.
Oh yeah, that's a
I wouldn't
fact.
even
Because
say
the
it's
defensive
a
line
bad
is
quarterback
definitely
play.
no issue.
I think their offensive line is their problem. That's always been their problem. They always had their defensive line always been the best part of their team. Even if you go all the way back to the 80s, their defensive line has always been the best part of their team. I mean,
Hey,
they never had. I mean, they had decent offensive line, but they never had, in my opinion, they never had a top 10 offensive line. I don't recall them ever having a top 10 offensive line.
And then right now, with that, from everything I've been watching, so Andrew Thomas, they starting left tackle, he injured right now. And then they showed Evan Neal like that. This man looked like a turnstylist. He didn't even know who he's supposed to be blocking. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Hey,
look, he's running the wrong way on the block.
Hey, that's the reason why I had the Giants going 8-9. You had them going 5-12. Hot Rod had them going 9-8. Well, that was mainly BVO. That wasn't Hot Rod. That was mainly BVO. and then Marky Dan had them going 4-13. None of us had. I mean, outside of BVO, none of us had them having a winning season. And I was being generous by giving them 8 and 9. I thought because of the fact that they had Malik Neighbors and they got Russell Wilson, that I think they could pull off a couple of games that they probably would have lost if they had another quarterback. So I was being generous by giving them 8 and 9. So I don't think they're going to have a winning season.
I'm just saying,
really don't.
Their weapons outside of Malik Neighbors, outside of him, who else they got as far as weapons go?
I mean, the only other bright spot they got besides Malik Neighbors is Tracy, the running back. He's decent. I like him. But
Hey,
I mean, when you got a bad offensive line, you can only be but so good.
Right. I don't know. I don't trust them to be too much of anything. I will say, I think as far as defensive lines go, their defensive line gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Especially that they got Abdul Carter out there, and they got what's the other brother that they just drafted? Well, they drafted him a while back, but I can't call his name right now. Burns.
Oh,
no,
yeah, Burns.
They traded for him. I think they traded for him. But and then you got Dexter Lawrence.
Of course you got Lawrence and you got Abdul Carter. But I mean, I think their defense is gonna help them out in a few of those games. That's why I said 8 and 9, because I believe with the veteran quarterback with Russell Wilson, a couple of bright spots that they have on their offense, as far as Tracy and Malik Neighbors. I believe they got one other player on their offense. I'm trying to remember who it was. I'm trying to think. Was it a tight end or was it a receiver?
I think they got
can't remember who it was.
They got the tight end Johnson. He decent. And then I think the other receiver, man, y'all finna make me lie. Let me look this up. I think it's Slayton.
I think they re-up Slayton.
Oh, no. Hyatt. They got that boy Hyatt too, from Tennessee. And he fast. Okay. He fast and he tall, so he's supposed to be able to take the top off. So maybe he gets some run this year.
Yeah. So I mean, I think, like I said, I think they probably muster up somewhere around between 7 and 8 wins. I don't think they're going to be in double digit wins for the season. I think they'll muster up somewhere around between 7 and 8 wins, just because of Russell Wilson as their quarterback. Because a lot of times those veteran quarterbacks will win games that you normally would have lost because of their IQ, and they know how to read the defense, so they can sometimes win you a game when you would have normally lost.
Yeah. Now the other thing though, besides Jackson Dart, who else? They got another veteran over there. Who else? Who their quarterback?
It was Jackson Dart, it was Russell Wilson, and it was, who was the other guy they had?
They just picked somebody up, I believe. Hold on, let me
I got you in 1 second.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Winston, that's what it was. Jameis Winston.
Hey, well, Jameis Winston, you never know what you're gonna get with him, so. Shout out to everybody who loves crab legs, man. Respect.
I put it this way: Jameis Winston, he's going to look good for about, what's going on, G5? Jameis Winston is going to look good for about 4 to 6 games. If you got him out there, he's going to look good for about 4 to 6 games, and then the bottom going to fall out. He's going to start making slow mistakes, and you're going to be like, man, what was you thinking?
1 year, didn't that man have the same amount of touchdown passes, interceptions, or something?
Something like that. I think that was when he was in Tampa Bay. Yeah, that was when he was in Tampa Bay. He had the same amount of touchdowns that he had interceptions. But like I said, I think that was his last year in Tampa Bay. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that was his last year in Tampa Bay.
But you know what it is? You know what's funny though?
What's that? No, I was gonna say when he went to New Orleans, he had a good season until he got injured. He was on a winning streak until he got injured, and then he went to Cleveland, and he was doing pretty good. It just Cleveland didn't have nobody. He was doing
Yeah,
pretty good, but as I'm saying, with Jameson Winston, you never know. He'll play good for a while, and then the bottom will fall out.
facts. Hey, look, the crazy thing now, I will tell you, he one of the people that you want to. Every time that he get the mic in front of him, he always say he very good with the mic in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So I got to give him credit there. But man, that brother, hey, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. But I don't think he's gonna get on the field this year. He might though. I didn't think he was gonna get on the field in Cleveland, and he end up on the field. So you never know.
I think he's gonna get on the field the same way he got on the field in Cleveland. It's gonna be due to injuries. It's not gonna be because he beat somebody out. It's gonna be because
Because the line
either
can't block
Russell,
nobody.
right, either Russell Wilson got injured or Jackson Dart got injured. One of the two gonna get injured, and that's how Jameson Winston gonna get on the field. He's not gonna beat anybody out. He might beat out Jackson Dart because he's a veteran, and so he's able to read the defense a little bit better than Jackson Dart right now. So he might beat him out because he's a rookie. But far as Jameson Winston beating out Russell Wilson, that ain't gonna happen.
Hey man, shout out to Picasso. He called us the grandpa panel. Then put knowledgeable below it. For Picasso to call you old, hey, you know we out of order around here. Picasso calling you old.
I mean, Picasso is not allowed to call anybody on YouTube old. And I'm talking about all of YouTube. I'm talking about not just in America. I'm talking about all over the world. He's not allowed to call anybody old.
Hey, the world, Craig.
But yeah, I mean, right now we got a lot of the second. I mean, we got a lot of the third and fourth strings in here now.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Just now,
A lot of times, this I love watching this right here simply because when you cover the draft show or when you cover the draft like me and you did, this is when we get to see a lot of them players actually get their first opportunities and things like that because we don't see all the camp. So I love it. I love this part right here, even though sometimes I don't always know the guy, but just seeing the progression that they making into the NFL, how they playing with other good players and things like that. Hey, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you get to see some players that's probably not going to make the team, and so they're going to get cut, and they want to put them on their practice squad, but they don't get a chance to make it to the practice squad because somebody else picked them up because he's a good player. They might be better than their second or third player, but because your team is so deep, he don't get a chance to make it to the 53-man roster. So you want to put him on the practice squad, but that player is good enough to be a second or first stringer on somebody else's team.
Yeah,
so that's why I be paying attention to preseason. It's not so much who won the game. It's okay. I'm looking at the individual battles, like that play that corner just made right there, which was a heck of a play. That's the things that I be looking for. How these guys winning the one-on-one battles.
And what a lot of times I be sitting there watching, and I'm like, well, we right now we struggling at cornerback with the injuries we got, so we might need to go after one of these guys, bring them to the roster. You know what I'm saying? Put some good tape out there. Put some good tape out, some good film, and you never know what'll happen. You never know who will pick you up.
Yeah, that's why that's another reason why I say I hate to see a rookie go down the way dude just went down, because you don't even get a chance to display your talent because an injury took you out. And it's not like he got a pulled hamstring or anything like that. This man literally broke his leg and he can't play no more for the whole season. So he don't even get a chance to show what he could do.
Well, you never know. You never know. We don't know what the injury is, but just by the looks of it, one thing we do know: your leg ain't supposed to be going one way and your knee going the other. That ain't supposed to be happening. So I don't know what it is, but my goodness.
I can tell you right now that looking at it, I know that's a break. That if that's a dislocated, that's the weirdest dislocation I've ever seen in my life.
No, that ain't Bro, do you remember
like a break.
You remember when Willis when Willis McGay he got hit in the knee.
Oh my God.
That,
Oh, that.
and then there was one more. I think it might have been. I can't remember who it was, but that man he got up. That man leg was going this way. That nigga foot was going sideways, bro. I was like, "Whoa, what is this?"
I remember when Dak Prescott broke his ankle
Yeah,
and his
the
daggone
bone
leg,
popped out.
his foot was just flapping in the air. I was like, his
Oh,
foot ain't supposed to be doing that.
yeah, I
They
agree.
supposed to be doing that.
Hey, real quick, Champ
I know.
said, he said, is it me or do these kids need to be training to be NFL kickers and punters? Isn't that the easiest scholarship waiting to happen? And you take no hits.
Hey,
Hey, put them in soccer.
oh,
He
what
almost
a
broke.
catch by number 16. What a
Hey,
catch.
look, Champ, that's why you put them in soccer right there. The soccer players, those end up being the best NFL kickers that you can get, right? So put them in soccer early. You know what I'm saying? And let them progress to an NFL kicker.
Yeah. I mean, we just gave our field goal kicker the highest guarantee in NFL history. We got Matt Gay, and they said Matt Gay been money. This man had made multiple 50 plus yard field goals through training camp. Because we haven't been hearing much about Matt Gay. We were like, man, what's going on with the field goal kicker? And then all of a sudden, earlier this week, they started talking about Matt Gay, how he's been hitting 50 plus field goals. I think he hit like 4 or 5 of them in a row.
Listen,
past 50 yards.
I'm trying to tell you, Free, as long as you ain't hearing about them, then that's a good thing. Only time you hear about kickers is when they done screw something up. So as long as you ain't hearing about the kicker, that's a good thing.
Yeah, but I was wondering because that's been our weakness for the last couple of years was our field goal kicker. Our field goal kicker, I mean, for the last 3-4 years, our field goal kicker's been the weak part of our red zone.
Yeah.
The field goal kicker. So I wanted to know is he on point or what's going on with him? Is he average or is he on point? Because you just paid this man the highest guarantee of any field goal kicker. And I guess they spent their money wisely.
Look, I'm with you because our field goal kicker Brandon Aubrey, right? This man, and I think right now he got one of the highest career averages as far as field goals made. You know what I'm saying? And even I believe last season, whatever it is, last season the man had like I think he went 14 for 17 from 50 plus yards. Look, it got to the point they was like, all right, if we get past the 50, if worse come to worse, we'll just let him kick it. I'm like, the 50? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, so I saw that a couple of times. I think I made it to like the 40-yard line, and they were still going for the field goal. I was like, they're not even gonna try this. Only 2 yards. They're not even gonna try. Okay.
Nah, look, the man is standing on the man standing on the logo, kicking the field goal. I'm like, but he make it, like you said, he was making them. And the season, I'm looking at it right now. So last season he went 14 for 17 with a long of 65 yards. And 14 for 17 is plus 50 or 50 plus yards. The season before that, the nigga went 10 for 10 from plus 50. I mean, from plus 50 yards with a long of 60. And Bones Fossil, he was our special teams coordinator last year. I was listening to that man talk. He was like, well, if it was up to me, even at 70 yards, I'd give him an opportunity because I don't see him make it from 70. I'm like, 70
I'm
yards,
gonna tell you, we had that with, I forgot who the field goal kicker was, touchdown Colts. I forgot who the field goal kicker was. He was making everything from 50 plus yards, but that man get inside the 20. Flag on the play. That man get inside the 20, he will miss. I'm like, hold up, man, what's going on? How are you making these 50-yard field goals, but you get within 20 yards and you missing them?
Right.
Man, what the heck is going on?
The first miss, and this was the craziest thing. So we had seen Aubrey, we seen him making all these long field goals, right? This man first miss came on an extra point. You like, what's going on? What just happened? What just happened?
I know, like that. That's the worst for a player out of any player. I think the field goal kicker is probably the worst position because you only got one job, and that's to make a field goal.
That's
If
it.
the game is on the line and you miss that field goal, especially if it's a field goal that's within range, like within like 20 or 30 yards, and you miss that, you're the one player that ain't nobody saying nothing to. They not prepping you up or none of that. They like, man, forget this dude, man.
Man,
This
you
man
got
just
one
lost.
job.
He got one job. We out this
You got
joint
one job.
sweating and bleeding. Our uniform's dirty. This man uniform is crispy clean.
Look,
And this man got one job. And
while we practicing, this man on a whole other field just kicking. Half the time he might not
right.
even be out there.
That man on the leg weights and we
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
bench presses. This man doing leg weights. And
man.
we out there joint sweating and bleeding. This man only kicking field goals. Dude made his.
Yeah,
All he do is kicking field goals, and this man missed the easiest field goal to win the game.
man, shout out to Troy Graham in the building. Troy Graham said the Ravens Troy, you watching the Ravens play right now? Are you watching them?
He should be. If he thinking the Ravens gonna win, he should be watching them.
That what we would figure. Hey, real quick,
Wow.
Free, what you think about the new kickoff rules?
I think it's okay. I mean, they wanted more returns.
Yeah.
So that's why they did it the way they did it. If you kick it inside the zone.
Oh, and he getting out of there.
He
got tripped. And then man, he got tripped up and got walked down. Go ahead.
If they kick it inside the zone and you let it go into the end zone, you only go back to the 20. But if they kick it into the end zone, you go back to the 30.
Yeah.
So they just want more returns. They don't want people just automatically getting it on the 30. They want you to go out there and try to return the ball because a lot of people are like, man, they automatically getting it on the 30. They just gonna let it go into the end zone. They're gonna get it on 30. So they got it now, or they got to kick it in that zone. If you kick it in the zone, you either going to return it or you only. Oh yeah, he got tripped up. How you get tripped up by that dude?
But hold on, Troy. Real quick, how you gonna say they're gonna win the Super Bowl, but you ain't watching the man? You supposed to. You ain't no real fan. You ain't no real fan.
The one mistake I say that dude made. I'm gonna tell you the one mistake. He had a great run, but he made a mistake in that play, and the mistake was he didn't switch the ball to his outside arm. That's why he couldn't put the stiff arm out and make it to the end zone because he still had the ball on the inside. You're supposed to move that ball to the outside. So if they do strip it, it's going out of bounds.
Yep.
He's supposed to move that ball to the outside. And that's the only mistake I seen him make. Other than that, he did great, but he didn't switch that ball to the outside. That would have gave him a free arm. He could have put the stiff arm up there. He possibly could have got to the end zone.
Yeah, I agree. Hey, Freak, didn't y'all draft Josh Dotson? Didn't y'all draft him?
Yeah, we did. We traded him to the Eagles, and we got a third round pick for him. That's how we end up getting. Marshall Lattimore because that third round pick that we got, we traded it to New Orleans to get Marshall Lattimore.
Smart GM.
Yeah.
Ain't mad at it.
And the third, I think we end up having 3 third rounds before it was all said and done. Before we made our first trade for Marshall Lattimore, we had 3 third round picks, and one of them, like I said, the one that we got from the Eagles, we traded for Marshall Lattimore. The other one that we got, I forgot who it came from, but we used that in the Laramie Tuttle trade. And so that's how we was able to get Laramie Tuttle because we didn't trade a first round pick for Laramie Tuttle. All of the trades that we made was the second or third round. We gave up a second round and a third round for Laramie Tuttle, but we kept the first round, and we gave up a 5th round for Deebo Samuels. So we still got our first round for this upcoming draft.
Hold on, real quick, man. I gotta bring up Deebo. They say Deebo been looking fat out there. I ain't seen
him. You go ahead and keep believing that. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead and keep believing.
I was on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? I was scrolling through Twitter, and it just popped up. They had a picture of Deebo Samuels out there, Damn, Jamar Chase done scored. Shout out to Jamar Chase to Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, damn, he cooked 9 for 10, 123 yards and 2 touchdowns from Joe Burrow against the Eagles. I know it don't mean too much, but
Dang.
just hey, that's a good start. I ain't mad at that.
Yeah,
But
it's a good start. I mean, it is preseason, but it's still a good start.
yeah, hey, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We 1 sub away from 800 subs, so y'all sub to the channel, man.
Yeah, sub to the channel. I'm 18 away from 1,000.
Free man, y'all. If y'all don't know, man, hey, free. Y'all make sure y'all go over the free channel and sub to him as well, man. Get that man to
Because
1,000.
I will be calling the NFL games this season. We'll be calling play by play. And it's not going to be my Washington Commanders games. I'm gonna be calling variations of games. So it might be a Cowboy game, might be a Bills game, it might be a Kansas City game. It's not going to be
We should
just
have the
my
people vote.
Commanders.
We should have the people vote weekly on which game they want you to call.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we could definitely do that. We could put a poll out there and see what games the people want. They want for me to call. But like I said, I'm be calling the games live, play by play. So if you at work and you can't watch the game and you need to hear what's going on, I will be calling the game. Or if you out somewhere. But Debo definitely he's looking like the 2019 Debo. I can tell you that for sure. This man is
real quick, free. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Troy Graham. Troy say he's 698 subscribers away from 1,000. And he do a heck of a fatherhood show over there. You know what I'm saying? The Troy Graham experience. Troy, drop your link. Anybody else in the chat that got a show that I want somebody to subscribe to, y'all drop y'all link, man. Feel free. I don't give. I know I don't care.
Yeah, but Debo looking like the 2019 Debo. I mean, people say he's fat, but he's actually down. Like he said, the biggest he ever got when he was in San Fran was 225. He was 225, and a lot of that was because of the style of play that he was playing. He's never been a small guy. If you know who Debo is, Debo has never been a small guy. He's always been 200 plus pounds. So for him to be up to 225, yeah, it was more weight than he normally has on him. But he's never been a small guy. The man, he's not very tall and he's not skinny. He's a solid individual. That's why he played the position the way he played. He's a bulldozer. That's the reason he got the name Debo, because he's a bulldozer. It's gonna take more than just one person to take him down for the most part. But nah, he ain't looking big at all. I mean, he's looking like a new generated Debo. I think a lot of people is going to be surprised how Debo come out here and play. They're going to be like, hold up, this is the Debo that we saw in San Fran in his early years.
Bro, no, look, so I just pulled it up on Twitter, right? One of the things they said, like, they got James Harden, and James Harden, he looking, but that joker looking big right now. They said, bro is built like Debo Samuels now. And like I said, I gotta see him. And I think he, like you said, he a bulldozer anyway. So hey, you got to be able to absorb some of them hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I mean Debo right now is probably somewhere around 215. He's like somewhere around 215. But nah, he's not fat at all. He got 8% body fat on him.
Okay, so he just a big muscle.
That came from his, yeah, he just a big old muscle, and that came from his personal trainer, because people was complaining about it. Like, oh, Debo look like he's fat, and his personal trainer came out and was like, I don't know why people keep saying he's fat. The man only got 8% body fat on him. He only got 8% body fat, so it's mostly muscle. So, but he trimmed down some of that muscle, and he lost like 10 pounds. Now Daniels put on 10 pounds. Daniels like 220, I said 225. He like 215. Daniel put on like 10 pounds. He was like 205 last year. He like
But
215 now.
but look, Dak is all of 240. All of 240.
Right.
And I say,
Touchdown Ravens.
oh yeah. So, but look, free man, it's 8:30. We got to get. I'm about to get ready for what's his name? BBO show. You know, we got Dr. Fields on there
Yeah.
later on. So, man, shout out to you. And man, go on and shut us down, brother, if you don't mind.
No problem. I mean, I appreciate everybody for coming through. Like we said before, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Dub Right Side. Dub Right Side is one subscriber away from 800. Get that man over the threshold, man. Forget the 800. Get that man to 1,000. I mean, Dub Right Side. We be on this platform. Basically, whatever he goes live, we on there. He let anybody up there and speak their piece. So get that man over the threshold. Like I said, I'm 18 away from 1,000. And we're going to be doing this all season long. I appreciate everybody for coming through. It's your boy D Free, Sports Talk Network, Dub Right Side. We out. And
Peace.
This ain't going to copyright you, Dub. This is my intro.
Welcome to DC. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. But we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. But we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break it down. The G.O., the G.O., the M.A. and B.O. See though, we've been pumping crank since an embryo. Really though, it's the city where the people hold the power. And you can see 9 dimes every half an hour. Well, Luncheon and Joe is the lingo. And brothers rob, so ain't nobody rocking mink coats. Take you back to the madness had, so how the city renamed Cigarettes Jack, so how even the mayor had a running with crack. But we all kept it real and we voted them back. But we got no stars that spit on bars like BET wasn't birthed in our backyard. So our NEG, our essence in our backyard, and junkyard got us all going hard. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. But we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. You know where you're at, the USA Cup. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, oh you gon' be right back. But we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. I'm from the city to district.
Peace.
Peace.